Buongiorno, everyone. Thank you all for being here, and Viva Italia! So many of us here on Long Island share in the rich culture of Italy. For example, my grandfather, Augustus Catanzaro, sailed to America in 1914 from a small town in Calabria, Italy. He, like so many from our families, came here seeking a better life. While Augustus is no longer with us, he is the embodiment of the American dream, and I am a product of that American dream, that Italian American dream. The Italian spirit throughout the centuries has been one of constant adaptation, which is why we hold on tightly to our families and our Italian culture. They are the constant in our lives, always providing needed strength, security, especially when we face the unknown and when we face challenges.
I think many of us can trace some roots back to Italy. Myself, on my father's, many of you know my dad was from Argentina, but on my grandmother, her side of the family was from Italy. So they were from Bologna, Naples, and that part of my culture also, it's, stuck with me.
In 1900, my grandfather, Francisco Fasano, came to America from Salerno, Italy. 2 years later, he sent for his wife. They raised a family on 117th Street between First and Pleasant in East Harlem. My mother was part of that family. She somehow, from East Harlem, met my dad, who grew up on a farm in Muncie, Indiana. And they met, fell in love, and ended up raising a family on Terrace Avenue in Hempstead. And that brings me here today.
The Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America, we're 113 years old, and we are the oldest and the largest organization of men and women of Italian descent. And we have been promoting our Italian heritage and culture, and it's so rewarding when we see our elected officials taking time to recognize the contributions that we have made as Italian Americans.
Lieutenant Petrosino was the first Italian-American detective under Teddy Roosevelt. Over 110 years ago, he was assassinated. We're celebrating his life, not his death, next year as we kick off the 110th. But what does that tell you about the Italian Americans? He came here as an immigrant, as our grandparents did, or even our great-grandparents, our relatives, and they came here to make a better life.
The other day I was driving to a friend's house. It was during the evening, and there's a church near me, a Lutheran church, that has always a special saying on the light bulletin. Why there is Columbus? Why there is the name Columbus right on this bulletin board? So I go back and I sit, and it says, Columbus gave the world a new world. It's true. Columbus gave the world a new world. This is why my mother came here, to give us a better opportunity.
It is important that all population groups are treated equally and independent of race and national origin. When we stop using race as a distinct element and use experience as the real similarities and differences, we may be more equal.
Fratelli d'Italia, l'Italia si desta dell'elmo di Scipio, se cinta la testa.